Did we like it? And how did everyone look? Are we stealing stuff from it? Is it problematic? It's brunch movie reviews.
A Star is Born, a movie about the birth
Of a star.
of a star.
You know it.
That's our review
Nice.
of A Star is Born. It was nominated for Best Picture. Probably the biggest case maybe of too much initial hype, for me at least. I mean, I saw it and I thought it was very good, and I remember there was a lot of pushback because I would say to somebody, not pushback for me, but just like with the reaction I saw, because you'd say like, hey, that was very good, and someone would be like, oh yeah, wasn't it the best? And you were like,
No.
it was
Right.
very good.
Do you write songs or anything?
I don't sing my own songs.
Why?
I just don't feel comfortable.
Why wouldn't you feel comfortable?
Almost every single person has told me they liked the way I sounded, but that they didn't like the way I look.
I think you're beautiful.
Did we like it out of 4? I'm giving it a 3.5.
I gave it a 3.3.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I'll get more into it in the look section, but Sam Elliott didn't need.
I thought he was overrated.
He was, yeah.
It's crazy that like people are so, or that he was like a lock for best supporting. I was like, really? He
Yeah.
was barely in that movie.
And
Sure,
he was so
really good.
annoying.
He was really good, I thought, in like his points. Like his character, I thought was annoying, but he was
No, he
very.
wasn't.
I thought it was cheesy at parts, but I very much enjoyed the performances, the characters, the music was really good. It's obviously gonna win best song for Shallow. I think that's pretty much a lock.
Shouts out Andrew Watt.
They sort of telegraphed the ending, but I also think that's, you know, in
Yeah,
A
I
Star
didn't
is,
mind that,
it happens in every A Star is Born movie. This is probably like the 9th one. Spoiler alert: there's always somebody that dies. So yeah, that's why I ended up with a 3.
If he shows up, he's got to be vamping out there for a fucking half an hour. It's time to fucking get home. Don't you get tired of me? So that's ranch? They turned it into a fucking wind farm! I bought that for you.
Okay, how did everyone look out of 2? I gave it a 1.7, which I think is actually quite generous because Bradley Cooper looked amazing. Not the best that he's looked in a movie because his look in The Hangover is the male version of Cameron Diaz in The Mask, of just the best a person can look in a movie. I deduct a little bit because he only looks that way because he made himself look that way because he directed the movie. So I think that was a little bit of a BS movie.
And guess what? It worked because I'm giving it a full 2 out of 2. Bradley Cooper should look like that all the time, minus the blatant sunburning of his face. His face was very red, but I think that also might be the alcoholic aspect of it. So tone down the redness
it's just
of the
like
face.
the look of not taking care of yourself.
But Lady Gaga also, this movie I think taught a lot of dummies that Lady Gaga is in fact very, very pretty.
Well, that's their fault if they didn't know that. I actually want to deduct more. I'm going to change it from 1.7 to 1.4 because they covered up Lady Gaga's tattoo. She has the best tattoo in the world. Her bicep trumpet tattoo
Which,
is
like, if you're
the
gonna,
best tattue in the world.
Makes sense in the context of the movie too.
Yeah, so I'm knocking that down to 1.4.
You know, man, in the old days, I always knew, like, you were gonna do something, that you'd be all right. It's the first time I'm worried about you.
Are we stealing stuff from it? Out of 2, I'm giving it a straight up 1 because alcoholism and depression, but I had that before that the movie existed, so did I really steal stuff from it, or did it steal it from me?
Fair enough.
But it does get the 1 though because it was very memeable, very big time meme movie. Just wanted to get another look at you.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 1.5 because of the memes and the soundtrack. I'm stealing the soundtrack. I've been listening to it for a while, and I would love to steal Bradley Cooper's
It's a fine
look.
soundtrack. It's
It's
not,
not
that good
the
a
best,
soundtrack.
but like I've taken it past like the actual viewing experience, so I give it points for that in the stealing.
Hey,
What?
I just want to take another look at you.
Is it problematic out of 2? So this is tough because I needed an area to get mad at dummies who saw the movie and were like, oh, that "Why Did You Have to Do That" song was so lame. Ew, that was
Oh,
like the
yeah.
worst part of the movie.
Exactly.
Idiots.
It's supposed to
They
be.
put it in the movie so you could see that she's departing from what they
Right.
were doing before, and they had to make it extreme because you're so dumb that even when you see that, you're like, wait a second, that's different, and I don't like it as much as "Shallow."
That song is the worst.
Yeah.
And it is supposed to be the worst.
Also, the movie Piss Shames.
Piss James. Oh, because
Yeah.
he peed himself when he was
Some
high.
people, I'm not one of them, but some people I know just like piss more than they're supposed to. That seems really embarrassing for them. I'm very glad that I'm not one of those people.
Right.
But I'm not going to shame them as long as they try their hardest to not do that. So 1.4 for that, even though I wanted to give it a 0 because of the
Yeah.
dumb fans.
I gave it 2 out of 2. Like I'm not taking away anything from that movie that I'm like, ugh, problematic.
Let's add these up. So
My score is a straight up, very even 9 out of 10.
what?
Yeah, that's what it came out to be.
You feel bad? Do you feel good about that?
In relation to what like my other scores in movies were, I think that A Star Is Born is pretty high up there on the list of the
That's
nominees.
really for like a not amazing movie. 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I think in the context of this year's awards, it's probably like maybe my second or third favorite of the category.
Okay. I got a 7.1, which is maybe a scotch low, but my ratings usually, like, good movies get in the like mid 7s, or like movies that I liked a lot get in the mid 7s. So for one that I thought was very good, not unbelievable, 7.1, maybe a shade low, but I do think for sure it belongs in like the 7 to maybe low 8 range. A Star Is Born.
Brunch. Hit it, boys.